This interview was brought to you by Doggie Diamonds No Filter Podcast. You can hear the podcast on iTunes. Just search for Doggie Diamonds No Filter or on SoundCloud.com/Doggie Diamonds No Filter. Thank you for all your continued support. Alright, what it is, people, it's your boy Doggie Diamonds. You already know Doggie Diamonds TV, Doggie Diamonds No Filter. I'm here with, let them know who you are.
The Prime Minister pissing people off, the ruler rubbing you the wrong way, the architect of aggravation. Charlamagne the God, that's me. Doggie Diamonds, what's happening?
What's going on? So them titles pissing people off, do you do it on purpose or it just
Nah, it's sort of like it's the Eminem and 8 Mile approach. Remember at the end of 8 Mile when Eminem was doing his freestyle, so he just said everything that his opponent could possibly say about him.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like me playing into everybody's perception of who they think Charlamagne is.
Your favorite one had to be getting balked on by Dick Gregory though. Like, was that like a rite of passage? Did you feel good about that?
Yeah, I mean that's the OG.
I want to get balked on by Dick Gregory. Like I think I made it once he balked on me.
But Dick balks on everybody.
That's what I'm saying. But I want to. But he said you're supposed to be the smart one in the room. They said you was a smart one.
Yeah, that's Dick though. I mean, if you like, the thing I like about Dick Gregory, man, is like when you around him.
Yeah.
There is moments, not even just moments, when you around OGs like that, elders like that, you should just shut the fuck up and listen. Like, what can you possibly
tell him?
Dick Gregory? What could you tell Dick Gregory? He done seen it all, been through it all, so he done said that to me. I've seen him do that to plenty of people, but that's the truth. Like, I remember one time at Caroline's, he told Lil Duval, he said, "Shut the fuck up. That's why y'all don't know nothing now."
Because y'all said, yeah.
So salute to the OG. Love that brother.
So the stigma that you have on you that I see you trying to shake lately is you made Little Mama cry. Are you like enough with I made her cry and make her cry?
Nah, I mean, I don't think it's something I'm trying to shake. I just like let it be accurate. You know what I mean? Like if you actually watch the interview, when Angela Yee asked about her deceased mother, that's when she actually started crying. And she did an interview with Vlad TV and she said the same thing. And she's been to the Breakfast Club since and has said the same thing. She cried because of her mother. Yeah. Like, jokes she can handle. She from Harlem, yo. Like
she better?
Yeah, they clown all day. They Jones all day. That was the whole.
She from Harlem or Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
I'm about to say, don't. That's us right there.
Yeah.
Don't be giving Harlem that. They got Tiana Taylor though, so you know.
Yeah, they got Tiana Taylor. Salute to Tiana Taylor. But Brooklyn, y'all clown.
Yo, it is what it is. It's like certain blocks. If you walk on that block, if you can't take a joke, don't come on the block.
Absolutely, and that was the whole point. When before she came to the interview, she told Angela she wanted to come.
Okay.
And Angela was like, "Well, Charlamagne be clowning you." She said, "I know, I got jokes too."
Okay.
So that was the thing. I thought we was gonna be jonesing on each other.
And that worked for you in certain situations. In some situations, the shit ain't really worked too good. Birdman walks in the room. He was pissed. When he walked in, did you know he was pissed off the muscle, or did you think y'all was actually gonna do an interview?
I knew he was gonna. I knew he was gonna be pissed, but I thought we probably could have got an interview out. I didn't know we was gonna get that great moment that we got. But a couple weeks prior to him actually coming to the show, they called me at like 4 a.m, which isn't unusual because I'm up at 4 a.m. because I'm getting ready for the Breakfast Club.
Yep.
So they called me and they was like, "Yo, Birdman wants to come on the show. He just wants to make sure you're gonna be there." So I'm like, "All right, cool."
Make sure that nigga there.
Exactly, because I've been very critical of Birdman. Still am. My whole thing with Birdman was, why would you sign to Birdman when he has the history of not paying artists that he does?
Okay.
Like that's just a general observation, So that's what he was really upset about, I think.
So it had nothing to do with you talking about him kissing Wayne or nothing like that?
Oh, yeah, probably that.
Okay,
too. I forgot about that. But I mean, everybody talks
that's general.
That.
Yeah, that's general.
That's regular. Like, I've seen interviews where people have asked him if he's gay, or people say he's like, so it's like, don't get mad at me for something you did and for me stating the obvious. But
so being in this, you come from the Wendy Williams background. How did you get out of her shadow and just become your own man?
Well, prior to that, I was doing radio. I started doing radio in 1998. I was an intern in Charleston, South Carolina as D93 Jam. So up until that point, up until I got the radio in Columbia, I always did my own show. So I even had my own show in Columbia called The Concrete Jungle. And then I started, it was kind of like God was preparing me to work with people because I worked with my man Bill Black. We used to do this show at night called The Hot Boys because the station was Hot 103.9.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
The Hot Boys was hot at the time, so we was the Hot Boys. And then me and a young lady named Venom used to do the show together. So it was just kind of like he was getting me used to pairings. And then Wendy had got syndicated on Hot 103.9 because Inner City Broadcasting that used to own WBLS also owned Hot 103.9. So they put Wendy on in the afternoons, and I used to come on after her, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So her and her husband Kevin used to come to the market all the time. And when they used to come to the market, I would just show them love. You know what I mean? Like me and my dudes would go pick them up, get them their weed, whatever they need. We in the club, we hold them down, whatever it was.
It was your town.
Yeah, so we became peoples from that. And Kev invited me to a party one week because I had got demoted. I actually got demoted from 6 days a week in Columbia, South Carolina to 1 day a week.
Damn, that's a demotion for you.
That was a demotion. And it was a demotion because it was this club. It was this club in the town, and it was always an urban legend that they was the guy was putting date rape, drug, and girls' drinks and taking advantage. So I took it and put it up on my MySpace page.
Damn.
I warned people about it, so he ended up suing me.
Oh, shit.
So they demoted me for that. And Wendy and Kev invited me to New York. And in the party that night, Wendy was like, yo, come on my show tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, you can't tell a brother like me that. I'm
opportunist.
That's it.
As you should be, though.
Absolutely. So I remember that next morning, I called Kev, like, yo, Wendy wanted me to come on her show. So he said, I'll call you right back. He called me back. He's like, yo, go up there right now. So I went up there, and I was there for like 25 minutes. And literally, they offered me a job that night. They was like, yo, we can't pay you, but we can give you a place to stay.
Oh. So
I'm the type of person, I can recognize opportunity when it's not a paycheck attached. So I was out.
And she don't fuck with you now, right?
Nah, we don't fuck with each other. Like, I got fired from there November 3rd, 2008. And I think the last time I talked to Wendy and Kev, Wendy was February 2010. I talked to Kev like last year this time. Because after she went on Elvis Duran show, and Elvis Duran had mentioned me, and she was like, who?
Yeah.
You know, I guess Kev knew that was some foul shit. So we sat down and we chopped it up and had a conversation. But, I just got out of her shadow by just continuing to do me.
Do you? Yeah.
Because I mean, when you lose an opportunity with someone, that does nothing. Rent still need to be paid.
Hell yeah.
Bills still need to be paid.
First. And tomorrow, the bills are due tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
You still got to eat. So what you going to do, sit around and worry about that relationship that's no longer there? Nah, you got to keep it moving. So that's what I did. I was doing the Hood State of the Union stuff online with my man Lil Duval.
Saw that.
I ended up getting a radio job in Philly. I got fired from there for the Beanie Siegel interview. And then a year later, ended up here at the Breakfast Club.
So you got fired for putting the Beanie Siegel interview out, and he's mad as fuck at you right now.
I don't know if he's mad as fuck. I think he just had an opinion because he said he wanted to come on the Breakfast Club. I think he just had an opinion, which I can't be mad about, man. Because I mean, if you look online and you see things out of context, you can come to wrong conclusions based on that. Like if you look at the 45-second clip, they got a little mama online.
You made her cry.
It looks like I made her cry.
Yeah.
If you got the 45-second clip of Fredro online, you see him cursing me out, calling me pussy and all this, but they don't have the part when I be like, so, you good?
No, you did say you want to go shoot the 5. I seen you say that shit.
Like maybe I got to yell it and scream it so people respect.
So you was breaking down that it is a clause in your paperwork that you can't initiate a fight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's probably like that on any job, but especially for me, that's something they sat me down with after the first few months because they know what kind of personality I am.
It makes sense.
And my original programmer, Cadillac Jack, program director, salute to him. He was like, you can never initiate it. You know what I'm saying? They put your hands on you, you defend yourself all day long, but you can't verbally initiate it. You definitely can't physically initiate it. So it's like if he called me pussy, I can't be like, fuck you, you bitch ass nigga.
You can't say that
shit. I don't think so.
Damn.
I don't know. That's never my character anyway. Like I'm not that person. I'm not gonna be like, fuck you, you bitch.
Somebody call me pussy, I might get fired that day because I'm swinging.
Yeah, depends. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but is it worth losing your job though?
Is it worth it, period? Because at the end of the day, when the interview's over and you sitting around with the dude and you're like, yeah, that's gonna make World Star, and he's that's what we do it for. It's like,
okay. But y'all had the greatest moment with Birdman. That was classic. Did you realize? Don't you deserve a cut of that respect shit a little bit though? Don't you feel like you deserve some PC?
Somebody actually already had that trademarked.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they actually sued Birdman for that. But
wow.
But you can't duplicate those moments, man. Like somebody asked me, like, how do you get a Birdman moment? You don't.
Yeah, it's got to be natural in the moment.
But those moments do happen when everything you do is rooted in honesty. And what I mean by that is, I have been talking about Birdman. Yeah, for years. Why I talk about you for years? Because your artists talk about you. You know what I'm saying? It's always something with you, especially with the whole situation with Wayne. Like, that was crazy to me that you don't pay Wayne. Like, your number one guy, the guy that you call your son, the guy you got tattooed on you, the guy we saw you kiss. Like, that's your man. Like, it would be no Young Money, Cash Money if it wasn't for Wayne. And you don't pay him. Everybody else, whatever. I don't Yeah. But when Wayne said it, it's like, whoa. So how you gonna be mad at me for just stating the obvious? But me being honest about how I felt about that situation caused that Birdman moment.
So, the radio wars that we see, we don't really know too much about it, but we see that y'all, be going at it with the other station dudes. It kind of calmed down a little bit as of late, but at one point it was head on. You was calling nigga Flex Hogan, Donkey of the Day.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see each other out in the street? Because I can't imagine somebody talking about me on the radio and me not bumping into him and saying, yo, what the fuck is up with that shit you be talking? Especially like a Rosenberg. You don't see Rosenberg and be like, yo, you not built like that.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Flex is... See, the thing about Flex, right? Flex is an icon. I mean, you'd be lying to yourself.
Definitely.
You'd be lying to yourself if you said that you a hip-hop head or somebody
and you don't know who Flex is,
who don't respect what Flex has done. But it's one of those things where your idols become your rivals. So it's like, when I first got to New York, man, I've been in New York since 2006.
Okay.
I've only seen Flex once in my life. And when I first got here, probably the first year, he was in the club that Kevin Hunter had me in, and we dapped each other up. But I don't know him. But my thing is, man, when situations like Mr. C happen, right?
Wow.
Mr. C's another legendary figure in the game.
You know I broke that story, right? I really broke that story.
No, I'm gonna tell you who really broke the story.
Okay, go ahead.
Wendy Williams.
Well, yeah. Well, we're gonna be technical.
Yeah.
She been letting everybody know who was flagrant.
Yes.
That's the word we use, flagrant.
Yeah, and I remember Wendy saying that on the show about a DJ, and I'm like, nah, man. And then when he got caught the first time, that's gold.
Yeah.
Like, how am I not going to Donkey of the Day that? And it's not the fact that he was gay. It's the fact that you out here being a serial purchaser.
Committing crimes.
You committing a crime. Go get you a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Go get
or
you an
boyfriend.
apartment. Or boyfriend. Go get you a boyfriend and an apartment. Relax. So it's like I had to give him Donkey of the Day. And then Flex jumped out that night like, y'all really want this? I'm like, yeah, we do.
yeah. Yo, you know, it's a website called Hollywood Street King. They had it on there. Mm-hmm. And I hit the dude like, yo, bro, I'm going to take this shit and I'm going to run with it. And he said, go ahead. Because he had the whole paperwork and everything. It's like, how the fuck he get all this shit? But I did it and that shit went viral. I seen mad people, but then I seen Ed Lover jump. I felt sorry for them because there's people really defending him. Yeah, and he was dead ass wrong.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with him being gay, but it's just the whole thing. You out here being a serial purchaser of penis, buying prostitutes out the street, bruh.
Buying boy pussy.
You buying black word up. And that's just number one, it's criminal, and number two, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go get you a boyfriend, go get you an apartment, and relax.
He said he ain't gay, though.
Yeah, well, he's in denial, clearly. But even with the whole radio, it's no radio war. It was me clowning Mr. C, me going at Flex, and Flex going at me. And it's like, even in the 6 years I've been here, I've given Mr. C Donkey of the Day 3 times. I've given Funk Flex Donkey of the Day 3 times. And I put out the video where the Funk Master Flex told the truth. So those 6 moments or 7 moments did damage to have them still talking about me to this day.
So all right, for the viewers, for the morning show, are y'all crushing them? And the numbers?
We doing great in ratings, thank God,
Yeah.
I don't ever get caught up in numbers because I understand how those things change. Like, we can have a run of 2 years and then
it's over.
We can have a run for great ratings for 2 years, and a couple months somebody else might be on top, but then we might get it right back. Like, it's just close and it's competitive, man. The only thing I ever focus on every day when I sit down in that studio is legacy.
Yeah,
I want people to talk about
you forever.
Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club the way we still talking about Wendy.
Yes.
The same way we talk about Howard Stern, the way we talk about Petey Green, the way we talk about a star. Like, I want people to remember moments. I want 15 years from now, I want to be somewhere and somebody be like, yo, I remember when this happened or that happened. That's what I focus on.
Okay.
I focus on being great. Like, I don't get caught up in the numbers and things like that. You can ask anybody in here. They'll come and be like, yo, we was #1 this month, whatever. And I'll be like, all right, what's on
That's
there
already
tomorrow?
over with. Yeah,
it's done.
You don't have no time to bask in your own glory.
None. I don't get online and be bragging because I remember I got caught up in that when it first happened. When it first happened and we hit that #1 or whatever, 18 to 34. I'm like, yo, thank the people. I really genuinely felt that.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for making us, #1. But just to constantly keep doing that, nah, man, you can't get caught up in numbers. You got to focus on legacy, man.
In the street, is it more love than it's hate? Because on the internet, you get a lot of hate. And you get a lot of love. But in the street, do you feel more love or hate?
Of course it's more love.
That's what I be trying to tell people, man. When you out in the street, it's love.
It's like that for everybody.
Besides the can I get a drop moment and shit, though.
Yeah, but that was designed by...
You know who sent them people?
Absolutely,
Or?
I know who sent those people. I mean, I can only assume I know who sent those people. The streets talk. You know what I mean? That came from the other station.
Wow.
Which I felt like wow, I'm really getting under their skin to this extent.
They want to, invoke physical, huh?
But that was cool because if I'm embarrassing you on the radio, I knew that was just all for entertainment when I saw the cameras come out. Because the day before that, 2 guys was in front of the station, but I guess they didn't see me walk in the building. So dude came in the building like, yo, Charlamagne, let me get a drop. He pulled out a camera. I don't even remember what this site was for, but I gave him the drop, whatever. And I thought to myself, that's a setup.
Yeah.
I knew it. I'm like, who the fuck is out here getting drops at 5 in the morning for DVDs or whatever? I said, that's a setup. I knew it. If you listened to the show before, we talked about it on the air. Like we even had a topic like, what do you do when somebody tries to fight you on camera?
Yeah.
And like I never knew what I would do.
Until you in that moment.
Word up. Because I mean, I grew up hearing people talk about snatching DJs in New York.
Yeah, definitely.
Salute the Wu Kid. Me and Wu Kid always does a story about how Big Pun and somebody snatched him through in the van. So if I'm walking 5 in the morning, I feel something hit me in the back of my head. I don't know if this person trying to grab me. I don't know what they doing. So yeah, I'm a sprint. Like, what's up? I sprint, turn around, survey the situation.
So you walk around with a poke on you or something now? Like,
I always had that. I had that day.
Okay. Ask me for a drop. You gonna get stabbed.
Yeah, I had that day. My father always tell me keep a little something on me. But it's like, what you gonna do 3-4 dudes, man? I'm not, whatever they playing.
I'm a little more crazier than you though. I kind of don't give a fuck. I think I'm from Brooklyn and I could sense like something ain't right with these dudes. So I automatically got my banger, but I know you're a little bit more used to being visible. So you expect it could be from a fan perspective, it could be from a supporter, and you want to support people because you don't have to stop and give nobody shit. And I think people need to know that. If you give them a drop, you are helping them. That don't help you.
And I'm paranoid. I'm very paranoid. I'm more scared of cameras than I am guns now.
Yeah.
Because whenever I see people pulling out cameras and camera phones,
they trying to make a movie out of you.
Something being right. Like we live in that world star era. Like
that's
something
fucked
being
up. Well, so the Drake situation, you went from clowning Drake to shitting on him to getting a phone call from, the big homie, Jay Prince called you, right?
Oh, Jay Prince called me 4 years ago.
And told you, what did he say?
Jay Prince, 4 years ago, I never always clown Drake. I always liked his rapping, but I didn't like his singing.
Yeah, so that's how I feel.
I would always clown him and I forgot exactly what came out. It was something. Oh, he went on Tim Westwood's show. And he called me a nerd. He was like, he hate when you got to turn on Power 105 and hear this nerd calling me a pretty albino girl.
He said your name?
Princess boy. Nah, but everybody
okay. Yeah.
And so I had these pictures of him looking all flabby and sick. You know what I'm saying? So I put those out and I gave him Donkey of the Day and Jay Prince hit me. Jay Prince was just like, yo, you stepping on my toes right now. He was like, you said look on the back of that CD, you see my name. And I respect Jay Prince tremendously. There's
a triple, quadruple OG.
Yeah, but you can't lie to a gangster.
Yeah.
So when he was like, can you ease up off him for me? I said, man, I can't promise you that. And Jay Prince was like, I can't promise you. I just can't promise you either then.
And that's how y'all was like, what the fuck do that mean? Like, you can't promise me.
But me and Jay Prince definitely built a rapport over the years. That's the OG. But it's just like, even with Drake, man, that was 4 or 5 years ago when I was clowning him. And even before the back-to-back situation, I had eased up off Drake. Because there was when I was clowning Drake, it was the Headlines video. He was in there with the black hoodie on, talking about he gonna catch bodies. That wasn't him.
Yeah.
And then the Marvin's Room, that was a player haters anthem. You don't call another man's girl and be like, fuck that nigga.
That's sucker shit. That's sucker shit.
So it's like, yo, that's what I was expressing. I take my music too
as
literal.
you should.
Exactly. But he grew. And then when he did the shit with Meek, man, when Meek clowned him about ghostwriting, they actually sent me the reference tracks.
And you didn't want to put it out?
Nah, because you got to think that was like the Floyd Mayweather situation. Remember when I put out the audio of Floyd Mayweather reading?
Or the lack of reading.
Lack of reading.
Yeah.
That shit didn't feel good to me. I'm not even gonna front. Like, you know, I just didn't feel good after I did it. Like, it was just one of those things in the moment.
Nah, that shit funny though.
It was, I mean, people find it funny, but I'm just telling you, for me, my energy didn't feel good about it. Didn't nobody from the radio station come down on me. Didn't nobody from Floyd's team run down on me. Just me as a man.
So you felt like you was tearing down a black man after the fact?
It just didn't feel good.
Okay.
Like the energy about it wasn't right, and I'm an energy person. So when I had got those reference tracks, I felt that same energy.
Okay.
So I remember calling my peoples. I remember Jay Prince, one of the people I called. I'm like, yo, man, I got this. And I called another, you know, homie of ours, a mutual friend we got. And I was like, I got this. And, you know, I'm like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want no parts of this. So I didn't use it. I didn't put it out or nothing like that. Everybody else ran with that shit. And when I got on the radio the next day, what I liked was Drake responded with music.
As
he responded with bars. Cause I'm old school. You know.
Yeah. It's a rap battle. Rap.
It's rap.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
rap.
saying? Like, fuck all that Twitter shit and Instagram and all that. When he responded with bars, with Charged Up, I'm like, I don't really care for the record, but I like the fact he responded with bars
Immediately.
But then 4 days later, you cannot deny back to back, yo.
It's I don't think it's the greatest diss record, but it's
top 5 though.
It's the greatest club diss record. Like when they playing your shit in the club, like a regular rotation, that shit.
It's 3 for the club. Hit 'em up.
Definitely.
Dre Day.
Yeah, because that's an underrated. See, we forget about it.
Easy, Luke, and Tim Dog.
Yep.
And back to back. And I just thought that was the first time we ever seen a rap beef get handled by social media as well. Like Drake painted that picture with them bars and everybody ran with the memes. Girl tour, world tour. You know, it was phenomenal. So it was just like, I had to salute him. I'm not a hater. Like at the end of the day,
but when your name was in the song, was you like, oh shit, I'm immortalized now? Did that?
Nah, I was confused.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, I'm like, but then I had to think about it like, yo, this dude must really not like me. For him to be able to put that in a rap and say, you're gonna make me go so out of my way, you're gonna make me come so out of my character.
I'm gonna be this nigga
bottles to that nigga that I can't say. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it was just like, I just saluted him from that standpoint. Like I just thought that was a dope hip hop moment. So,
but where does that put you with Meek though?
Meek probably don't like me, but I don't got no issue with Meek. Like, listen, man, I'm not committing to anybody. I don't commit to anyone.
As you should. You media.
That's it. Like Drake put my name in the record. I thought back to back was dope. I thought that moment was dope. But guess what? I didn't like Views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what confused me about Views was that sound like typical Drake. That sound like quintessential Drake. If you're a Drake fan, he gave you a perfect Drake album. So I didn't understand when I saw Drake fans saying they didn't like that album as well, but it don't matter what I say because that shit was #1 for 13, 14 weeks, any goddamn.
And he's like every 3 songs on the radio is a Drake record, whether it's a feature, whether it's something he wrote, and allegedly, or, you know, all of that.
Yeah, and I went to his concert, 3 hours of back-to-back hits. Like, I was like, yo, I didn't realize.
Then it really hit you like, okay, this dude,
I get it. I get it now. Even though I still don't like the slow songs, but I get him. And
my favorite Drake song is called Fear.
I don't even think I heard that.
Yeah, that shit is produced by DJ Khalil from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? It's called Fear. Look, that shit is fire. And I like Uptown too with Bun B. I like that song.
I ain't heard that. He said, I'm not a huge Drake fan like that.
I ain't either. I ain't a fan of none of these motherfuckers. I'm a more like a Big Daddy Kane fan and that era of music where you kind of had to be what you rapped about. Now, if it's dressed up nice, it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, I know Meek don't fuck with me. I mean, I remember last year at Powerhouse, Meek was like, yo, I'm gonna run down on Charlamagne. And
for what though?
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Like, don't take your aggression out on me. Like,
go in that booth, right?
Word up, go in the booth. But me and his manager, Coon Philly, talked for a second, but I ain't got no problems with Meek. I don't got no problem with Drake. I don't got no problem with none of them. But what they all got to understand is I'm going to call it how I see it. When Drake was sending Joe Budden Instagram DMs, I thought that was corny. The reason I thought that was corny is because, you know, you said you're the type of guy that don't be typing to niggas.
And you was Instagram famous. Yeah.
Don't Instagram DM him. If you're gonna ignore him all the fucking way. You know, so it's like I'm gonna always be objective. Like nothing's gonna stop me from being objective. No matter if we can sit here and have a civil conversation, even have drinks, I'm gonna always be objective.
So, you got the podcast, Brilliant Idiots.
Yep.
You have the MTV show,
Uncommon Sense. Not to sound cocky, but I got a few MTV shows, you know what I mean, hailing back from Guy Code, but what I'm getting into right now, Doggie, is executive producing. So I got a lot of shows that I'm EPing that's going to be rolling out in 2017. I got one that we bring in that's coming in January, man, that I think is going to be really good for the culture.
Well, don't forget to, like, if you got anything in mind for me, you know, don't forget, like, we got them on camera.
We definitely going to need you for this show.
Yeah,
the reason we're going to need you for this show is because when it's announced that the show is coming back, you'll understand what I mean. You'll be like, oh, okay.
I'm there. That's you know, I'm there. So I wanted to ask you, from an interviewer to an interviewer, from being in the same game, how do you take, not the criticism, the disrespect? Because me, I want to fucking fight everybody. Like, I'll be like, yo, I'll fuck you up. How do you say, whatever? How do you let that shit be shower water? Because I think I could fight everybody and shit.
By realizing we not in the streets.
Yeah.
By realizing that we are journalists, that we are radio personalities.
But what happens when a dude be like, yo, Charlamagne, suck my dick. Your mother like...
I ain't never had nobody tell me suck their dick. I mean, my father always told me, man, you don't tell nobody suck your dick unless you're ready to die or kill.
This is what I'm saying. So when dudes be like...
So I don't know how I might react to suck my dick. Like, that's a little bit, like, brother, you being disrespectful right now. That's what I probably say.
Nobody never said it in my face.
Yeah.
But it's on the internet, I'd be like, what the fuck did I do to y'all?
Kids don't know better. Because if you knew better, I've seen people get hurt by telling somebody.
I say niggas get shot.
Like, bad.
Yeah.
Like, broke jaws, fucked up, like, bad. You don't tell people suck your dick. You don't invite nobody to private parts. But I've never had that happen. I pray that doesn't ever happen. But you just got to remember that you're a radio personality.
And how do you deal with motherfuckers calling you gay without no proof? They take pictures. It might have been because pictures is moments. Like, it could be they caught you this way and you might have had your lip fucking puckered or some shit. And they be like, look at him, he's gay. How do you deal with all of that shit?
I deal with it by, and that's what actually gave me a better understanding of celebrity. So when you ask me, you know, like, my interview game has evolved, and just the way I approach people in the industry has evolved because of that. Because I can look online and see something like Charlamagne's gay. I'm not, but you can't prove that. But then when you see something else like Charlamagne got shot in front of his house.
Yeah.
By some of Birdman's associates, and you sitting on you're literally on your couch
looking at this shit. What the fuck they talking about?
What? Yeah. Birdman bought the Breakfast Club for $5 million and fired Charlamagne. It's like, when you start seeing things like that, you realize how bullshit 98% of everything you see online is. So it's just like, for me, man, I don't care about it because it's not the truth. Like, the truth don't need no defense. It just needs witnesses.
And then they was fucking with you about the dermatology thing, about you. Yeah, he lightened his skin. Yeah. He bleached his skin. Yep. How do you just say fuck that, or do you feel like you got to answer it?
I felt like I needed to answer it, but the only reason I feel like I needed to answer it is because I got a great dermatologist. Her name is Dr. Natasha Sandy. She's a black woman from London.
Wow.
You know, and I know what she did for me. She worked wonders for me. My skin was fucked up. I had discoloration. I had acne. I was probably 30, 40 pounds too heavy. She put me on a whole dietary plan, you know. Like, I just feel like those are things that brothers need to be doing. We need to be going to see the doctor. We need to be going to see the dentist. We need to be going to see the dermatologist. Like, take care of yourself.
Exercising, eating better, all that shit.
That's it. So it's just like, for me, I felt that she helped me, so I wanted her to help others. So for me, I felt like I needed to share that for those reasons and those purposes only, not to, you know, dispute no rumors. Because, once it's out there on the internet and people think something anyway, they're gonna believe what they want to believe. Nobody cares about the truth when the lie's more entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. No,
nobody cares.
It's all about entertain.
Cleanup means nothing. Oh, he bleaches his skin. No, this is my dermatologist.
Yeah, ask her. Yeah.
So he's still bleaching.
I respect you. I seen you on the show, and you said, they asked you why your name is Charlamagne the God. And it was a white dude, and you was like, because the black man is God.
Yeah, I studied five.
I was like, I don't know if I ever fucked with him before, but that moment, you seized the fucking moment to speak the truth, because the black man is God, you know, just like the black women are goddesses. But it was like you said it in that moment.
And that's on the Colbert Show. CBS.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. That big dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Big show. Did you do media training? Like, do you know when to censor yourself, when to not go and when to not go? Because I'm always like, I always want to go and shit.
I don't do media training.
Okay.
Never have. You know, that's the beauty of, that's what actually helped me excel in radio. Because I was fresh off the street when I was in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. I was still getting drunk and getting high and coming to the radio station every day.
Yeah.
You know, and I did not know how to do radio. Only thing I knew how to do was talk the way we're talking
Yeah.
Only thing I knew how to do was have a conversation. So if a song was on the radio, I'd be like, yeah, that's that new such and such. That shit is whack. I don't like that. I wouldn't curse, but I'm like, that's whack. And I would just talk like that.
But that's how I am, though. But isn't that what people need though right now?
Yeah.
Because it just be too much dick riding going on and too much this love fest.
Yeah.
I think we need more people saying, yo, nah, that's not a go.
But the thing is, you gotta be able to go through what comes with that.
Oh no,
Like, I've been fired 4 times.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like I've been sitting in an apartment, you know, with no furniture because I had all my stuff packed up in my 2004 Cadillac Escalade, about to move into my townhouse in Philly, and you know, got fired that day. So now me and my now wife got to go live in Coney Island for 2 weeks. In the projects with her grandma.
Yeah. Now I get real like that.
Like I had to do that. I had to go send my daughter down south to live with the grandparents because I couldn't afford to do it. My wife was sitting in the courtroom, you know, because we couldn't pay rent and they was about to evict us. She was in the courtroom telling them why we shouldn't get evicted. Like, so you got to go through those struggles. 4 times I've been fired. So, I should mention can I get a drops and shit that people don't see, like me going across the street to the CVS to get some money out the ATM and the nigga right there, and I gotta fuck him up. Like, that's on Envy and Angela and all of them saw that over here because I had to go through the whole process. I just had to fuck a nigga up, and I had to come over here and tell them I had to fuck a nigga up, and they gotta look at the tape, and police gotta come, and I gotta file reports and all of that, just so I don't get fucked up and lose my job or get sued or something like that. I gotta do all of that. So people don't see that.
Me and you took a picture, I put it on Instagram. People's like, what are you around that fuck nigga for? I was like, how is he a fuck nigga? I'm kind of confused. Like, what makes him a fuck nigga? In the Birdman situation, when you interview him, do you wish you didn't mention Ross and Trick Daddy?
No, because that was one of my interview questions.
Okay.
So
it worked out, yeah.
Literally, one of my interview questions was, have you pulled up on Trick Daddy and Rick Ross yet? Reason that was one of my questions, because I don't know if you remember that video when he was on Miami, and he was in Miami and he was on stage, and he was
I'm gonna pull up on
all you fuck niggas.
That
so
keep
I
mentioning
had that as one of my questions.
Okay.
So when he came in wilding, I already knew this interview ain't gonna last long.
Yeah.
So I need to get one of these shit off. So that was just the one way, because he kept saying, I pulled up on you, nigga. So it just flowed. Well, did you pull up on Rick Ross or Trick Daddy like that? Go pull up on the niggas that's talking tough with you.
Yeah.
I ain't never talked tough. I ain't never claimed to be a tough guy. I don't talk tough. I just state my opinion.
Some niggas was mad at you. They was like, oh, now he want to be the radio guy. First he was talking shit, and now he want to be the radio guy.
I never claimed to be anything else.
Yeah.
I ain't never said, I'm going to fuck this nigga up or I'll shoot this nigga. That shit is corny to me, Doggie. To be honest with you, I'm going to be 40 in 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be a street nigga. Like, 40-year-old street niggas make me sick. Like, it makes my skin crawl. It's like you're wasting your life, my brother.
Yeah.
Like that's the problem with hip hop. That's why hip hop hasn't fully grown the way it can. The guys who embrace the fact that we're older and we on something else, those are the ones that's excelling. I know too many 40-plus-year-old street dudes, like Flex used to get on the radio and be like, we don't never see you in the street. You ain't never in the clubs. And I don't see you in these corporate boardrooms. I don't see you executive producing these TV shows.
Because you getting checks cut by white men. Your name is Charlamagne the God, and you said the black man is God. So I gotta salute you for that.
God is good. Like
that's dope.
We nationally syndicated the Breakfast Club. We started one market, New York. Now we in 65+ markets throughout the country, man.
What's that revolt check like?
Revolt check shitty. I ain't gonna lie to you. Revolt check ain't good at all.
But it's good for what it's good for.
I mean, it's cool. Like, I mean, I don't want to sound unappreciative.
Yeah, I'm about to say, they be like, oh, it's shitty, nigga. All right, fuck you then.
But nah, because honestly, the what we get paid from Revolt would probably change somebody's life. Like, somebody could live great off that, especially down south or somewhere. So I'm not.
He said down south.
That's me growing and seeing different money. So to me, that's shitty now. See how fucked up that is?
Yeah.
See how easily you can lose your shit.
So you can't live in New York unless you're living in a fucking closet or something like that. Because you know closets is like $1,800 in New York now.
If you was living in New York off Forever Vote was paying you, you couldn't survive. Damn. But being that that's just something added on to other monies we getting, it's cool.
Do you have to have many different revenue streams though?
I think you should.
Okay.
I don't think you should ever limit yourself to one hustle. I think you should take advantage of all opportunities presented to you. I mean, I do radio because that's my passion. And, you know, radio is the tree and all this other stuff is fruit that's bearing from that tree. So it's like TV. I love being in front of the camera, but I also love creating too. I love putting on new talent. You know what I mean? I got a book coming out.
Dope.
You know, I love writing. I love writing too. I'm jumping in movies now.
Is the podcast money good?
Podcast money's good.
How come?
Podcast money's good.
I need your help, man. I need to get in this podcast money because I got some shit.
I think my dude is here. I think Chris is here. Chris Moreau, C. Diddy.
Yeah, we was talking on. That's dope. We've been talking on email. Now I'm gonna meet you in a few minutes.
I think he was sitting there. I don't know if he should. White dude with the glasses, but nah. Podcast money surprised me because that was just something I was just doing for the love.
Yeah.
You know, me and Andrew's really a friend of mine, and we always have these arguments and debates, you know. And I'm like, yo, let's do it because Chris was always on me about doing a podcast. Chris was on me about doing a podcast and a book.
Homegirl gave him the right to say nigga though. I don't think that was good advice though.
Nah, he shouldn't have said
that. Don't listen to her because she gonna get you fucked up.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
But it's crazy. I mean, now it's a 6-figure revenue stream. Who knew?
Yeah, I went in. I got some shit. So I got Charlamagne the God here. I want to thank him for his time. Your favorite interview you did was what, though? That you interviewed somebody.
All my favorite interviews are with the OGs of the game. Like, all my favorite interviews are like Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Dick Gregory.
I'm jealous of that.
You know, I love talking to the OGs like Fat Joe, Cameron, Hove, you know, Ja Rule. Like, them dudes got stories. Irv Gotti, Nori.
Yeah, Nori, that's the homie.
Those brothers got stories. They got history. You talking about 20 years of game. Like, this shit we doing now, Doggie, is cool, but we still building our chapters.
Exactly.
We still building our legacies.
Yep.
Like, them dudes can put out a book now.
Yep.
And they still going.
And a movie.
And they still going and reinventing themselves through other outlets. Like Nori got the podcast, Irv's doing his shit on BET, Cam got TV stuff coming, franchises that he got as far as like fast food and shit. You know, Fat Joe got a new platinum record with All the Way Up. But that's some new chapters in these guys.
Yeah, reinventing themselves.
They chapters are already done. Like, they can put out books, movies now based off what they did. So I like talking to them, man, because that's what inspires me to keep going. Like, for me, man, Doggie, the biggest thing is the ending. That's what I want. I need you. You got to have a great ending. That plane has to land with wheels on it.
Smoothly. Not that crash landing or in the water. Or
yes, man. There's a lot of people I love, you know, a lot of the radio personalities that came before us. I love, you know, guys like Star and Buck Wild. You know, even though I don't think he don't fuck with me too tough, but I like him as a
Star's the homie, yeah.
You know, but he didn't end well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still moving for him, but I'm just talking about, like, you know, he got fired from Clear Channel, Power 105. He got let out of this building in handcuffs.
Oh shit! I never realized. The perp. Yeah. He liked that shit though. Star like shit like that.
Yeah, but you know what? He didn't get back as far as media is concerned yet. It's been almost 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, I look at things like that and I'm like, I want to end well.
So when I speak to Star and I ask him, he says he doesn't want to be back in this set and he likes what he's doing.
Does he have a choice? I don't know. That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
And I listen to him on Tax Stone. I listen to him on Joe Budden podcast. Like, I'm listening for that. I want to hear, you know, that. Like, you know, because I just don't feel like things ended well. But I'm just using him as an example.
Yeah.
Because that's what I think about. I think about that. I want my plane to land with wheels on it. You know?
So, give them the things you got. Well, first of all, give them all your social network.
See the God, man. CTHAGOD. I'm See the God on Twitter. See the God on Instagram. See the God 7 on Snapchat. See the God World is the website. All that. And
are you looking for interns? You looking for anybody to work for you, or
I'm looking for everything, man. I like finding new talent. I like you know, seeing what's next out here. I keep a crew of youngsters around me, you know, that are early 20s. that keep me up on a lot of things that I may miss because I'm a father, man. I'm a husband. Like I mean, I'm still very much into the culture, but it's just certain things that I miss. Like, you know, because things happen like this now. And me,
your interview was old in 2 days.
Too old in 2 days.
Your song is old. Absolutely. After that day it come out, niggas don't even want to hear that shit no more.
But we just got to realize, man, that things have changed. And that's the problem I feel with radio and TV right now. Like, I don't think that we're embracing the new outlets. We're still looking at the internet and stuff as kind of like a fad or just a wave. It's not going anywhere. Like it's not just a wave, it is the wave.
Yeah.
Like the wave. Every hot artist of the past probably 8 years
based off the internet.
Happened because of the internet. So Far Gone was a mixtape you found online. J. Cole was putting his stuff out online. Like, they built all of these fan bases based off the internet. And it's the same thing with radio now. Like, I don't feel like radio reflects what's really going on in the culture.
No.
Like, I think it's a shame that Chance the Rapper just getting radio play.
Chance the Rapper is fucking fire.
He done been on SNL twice. He done been on
He's fire.
Bear Show. This is his third project, and we just playing one of his records, no problem. Like, who's paying attention? Nobody, clearly.
Your worst interview was who? Besides Birdman? Because that ended up being good.
For me, Paul Mooney. Because I'm such a fan of Paul Mooney.
Where he was an asshole?
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with Paul that day. I still got that in the archives. I was telling myself I'm going to look at that again to see if it was as bad as I remember, because I felt like it was so bad, we didn't even want to put it out. We didn't put it out. We just tucked that one. And it was just like, I don't know, man. He was kind of like on some
grumpy shit, right?
Grumpy, and he was talking to us like he knew us. Like, he was like, you remember when you used to go to that club? You know the club I'm talking about. And I'm like, bruh, I'm 30-something. Like,
yeah.
What was no club in New York in the 70s? Like, I don't know if he was on some medication. I don't know what it was. And he was just like being super, super crazy to white people that day. Like,
that's Paul Mooney, though.
It is, but nah,
he was extra. Maybe he was seizing the moment. Like, I'm on this platform, I'm going in.
Early. We wasn't even out there like that. Like, I've been to Paul Mooney shows. I've seen white people walk out, and I'm in there dying laughing. Yeah. You know, but there was just something else that day. He was like, it wasn't right. Energy wasn't right.
I thought Chief Keef interview was like...
Chief Keef was bad. That was terrible.
Because I don't even think he comprehended nothing y'all was talking about. Like...
Yeah, that's the only reason I didn't mention that as being bad, because I just don't feel like Chief Keef's capable of giving a good interview. I mean, you've never seen a Chief Keef interview. I can only remember one other one. That's with my homegirl, TT Torres.
Okay.
And I think that's when TT was either in Connecticut or Virginia. I don't remember, but it's like, I don't remember no other interviews with them guys. But a lot of those guys ain't ready. That's why I tell people all the time, man, when it's them new hot sensations.
Yeah, they need media training.
Word, they be hitting us up like, yo, you want to come to the Breakfast Club? I'm like, no, you don't. Not right now. Like, continue to grow.
And in closing, the other station, when they talk shit about you, do you hear it or do you ignore it?
I really don't, man. Like, I'll get tweets, you know, sometime, and they'll be like, yeah, such and such is talking about you. But it's like, I honestly don't even care, because I really don't be paying attention to what they're doing over there. I just don't, because I feel like the only competition I have is the competition that's staring back at me in the mirror. Like, I'm trying to be better than me. Like, I don't think LeBron James goes in that gym and says, I have to be better than Kevin Durant. I don't think he has to say, I want to be better than, you know, Dwayne Wade or Steph Curry. I think he says to himself, I'm LeBron James.
My ability.
As long as I keep getting better, I'm going to be fine. Like, you can't pay attention to what everybody else is doing, and I don't, because it's clearly nothing worth paying attention to. Like, if it's something worth paying attention to, then you see it.
Are they that mad? Well, why are they so mad at you though? Because is it because they're losing? Is it that?
Are they mad? Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't be seeing what's going on.
I mean, I watch all y'all because you know, content is content, and sometimes they just mention y'all a lot, and then they had the thing that you was so-called trying to get a job over there and all that. Remember that rumor?
Yeah.
You know that you was trying to get a job and you was trying to leave and get your own show, and
You really think I'd leave a nationally syndicated radio show that I've been with from day one, that we've built
from the ground
to
up
this platform? You really think I would leave that to go over there? Like, when this is, the checks are over here. Like, let's be clear. Like, you heard Star say he was making $16 million for 4 years. Like people like to say there's not no money in radio. No, there's money in radio, especially when you get to a certain level. So why would I leave this to go do that? I love new challenges, but nah, this is what I've been dreaming about my whole life. This is what I wanted my whole life. Like, it's the craziest thing in the world and the scariest thing in the world is when you realize your thoughts really do become things.
Yeah.
When the things you've manifested in your mind actually do start to come true. So it's like, hey man, I love the fact that they always talking my name. Keep that PR machine going, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, it's when they stop talking about you, that's when you fucked up.
I will only ever mention people who I feel like it benefits me to mention.
Dope.
Flex, God, me and that legend go back and forth all day long. You know what I mean? But even that's exhausted now.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I gave him a eulogy last year.
The Flex Hogan shit was hilarious though.
I gave him that name because that's what he sounds like, an old ass wrestler. But to me, I gave him that eulogy last year. Like I don't even hear him no more. That's a corpse talking to me.
Yeah. That's what it is. So, yo, this is Doggie Diamonds. I'm here with Charlamagne the God. I want to thank him for his time. Real cool dude. So a lot of y'all be having a misconception like he's an idiot, asshole.
I'm whatever you think I am.
Yeah.
You know, I remember I heard Tupac say that one time. You ask 10 people about me, you get 10 different answers.
That's true.
I'm whatever you think I am. But I just ask people, if you get to know people, holler at people, man. Like I used to think Doggie Diamonds was an asshole.
Yeah,
but then
I
had to change my antenna and be like, nah, Doggie just an honest dude. I remember telling our dude, Rick.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, tell Doggie keep giving me that honest critique.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that audio,
You know what I mean? Because if I get paid to express my opinion, I can't be mad at the next man who's getting paid to express.
Yeah, because there was sometimes I was like, nah, Charlamagne, that was whack. That interview wasn't dope.
I respect that.
And I feel like we are we are colleagues to a certain extent because we're in the same game. And I want the game to evolve and be dope because to a certain extent, it is certain positions that you're in that I aspire to be one day. So I'm like, okay. And I learn from everybody. And I know we all learn from each other and shit. And I think that's a dope shit that it is a little bit more camaraderie with us than people think. People think we're in competition. We hate each other. It's like, nah, because people always want me to say, what'd you think about Charlamagne? What'd you think about Charlamagne? I'm like, yo, Charlamagne, do Charlamagne. Like, I don't have to have an opinion on somebody just because they so-called do what I do.
And when you give your opinion on somebody, you're only giving your opinion of the perception you have.
What you know. Yeah, what you think you know, rather.
What you think you know, exactly. Yeah. But I like Doggie. I watch Doggie Diamonds TV. I've been watching this shit for a while. I watch all choke, no joke shit when he on.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like, I just like the platform. I like what you do.
Yeah, and like I said, I met this man and we got up and he was just on the up and up with me. So I thank you for being a fair, real dude. So any misconceptions about him being like some fake shit, he wasn't fake with me. So that's all that mattered to me. Person to person, he kept it a buck. So yo, I thank you for your time.
My brother.
Yo.
Thank you, man.
And we gonna do some business later on and all that shit. And this is a good dude right here. Doggie Diamonds. Quan Lee on the camera. Don't forget that. Quan Lee on the focus.
Quan Lee.
We out of here. Peace. All right. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Thank you for listening to Doggie Diamonds No Filter podcast. If you like this podcast, make sure you share this. Spread the word. Talk about it. Argue with me. I don't give a fuck what you do. Leave a comment. This is Doggie Diamonds. I'm out of here. See you on the next podcast. Peace. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Hey, thank you for watching. Don't leave without subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.